What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing good tonight. You know, I've been looking at my library of games, and there's one game I want to play for you guys that I found quite addictive. Let me ask you a question. If you could be a killer plague or a virus, well, what would you do to affect the world? Would you live in a water supply? Would you be airborne? Or would you be transferred to birds? Well, the game I'm going to play for you today would like to do just that. And the game is going to be called Plague Incorporated Evolve. So let's get to it. Alright, so here we are now in Plague Evolved. We're going to go ahead and hit the new game. And we're going to go ahead and start off as a bacteria. Because, well, if it's your first time playing this game, being a bacteria is probably the most, not easiest, but you can be pretty nasty. So let's go ahead and hit that. And when you come into the screen here, you're going to see something called Modify Genetic Code. I'm going to play straight through because this is probably the best way to show you guys a new player experience. So I'm going to hit continue. I'm going to hit normal, this one. And the name of my plague is going to be something I played last night. I thought was pretty funny. I'm going to call myself Floppy Donkey Ding Dong. Because imagine telling someone you got killed by something like that. Okay, let's begin the game. And it says here, welcome to Plague Incorporated. It says you are new bacteria. To win, you must evolve and spread across the world, wiping out all humans in the ultimate plague. Cool. Let's go and do that. And we're going to go pick a new location. And to do this, I'm going to start off here in Greenland, which is usually the hardest part of the game to infect. So it says here, Floppy Donkey Ding Dong begins in Greenland. And also it says you're weak but due to cold temperatures. It must evolve due to DNA points to infect more people. Okay. So this is the part of the game where you play and you wait. So here in the screen, on the left-hand side of the screen here, you have your ticker, which often gives some very, very hilarious stories. It also helps you strategize your virus. And if I click on Greenland real quick, and tell you about the country, hit A. The whole idea here is we're going to turn all that blue to red. And Greenland has a very small population, so it should be a little easier. It should be a little easier to infect the country. All right. So as we play, each day in this game is actually, I think it's 2 seconds. So not real time, but this simulation gives you an idea of how viruses evolve. And Goldman Stanley Bank Crisis. Okay. And yes, you will get some random blurbs like that. A little bit of humor to the game. Now, in Plague Evolved, your job is very simple. You are a virus. You are here to erase humankind. You know, now of course in real life, of course, that's pretty sadistic in real life. But in a game like this, it shows you what it looks like. So it says here, Floppy Donkey Ding Dong is spreading from person to person in Greenland and will grow exponentially. You control the plague indirectly by evolving it. So we're going to go ahead. So right now, of course, I'm going to go ahead and wait a little bit. And as you grow in infectivity, you'll get DNA points. So look at the bottom left-hand screen here. This number will go up. And these points allow you to grow your virus. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this in a little bit. Here we go. And the first thing I'm going to do to evolve, I'm going to go ahead and go to my abilities. And by the way, here, there's your overview of your virus, your name of your virus, location, infections per day, and so forth. And also on the bottom of the screen there, you'll see 3 stats: effectivity, severity, and lethality. Those are very important. And my goal for this particular playthrough is I want to try to evolve my virus without getting detected. So right now, I'm going to abilities here, and I want to go ahead and turn on add ability for heat resistance. Which makes sense because you begin in a cold climate, and you want to make sure that while you're out there, it's a virus, you will actually get stronger in the heat. And I'm also go ahead and turn on bacterial resistance. And what that would do is it allows you to protect yourself against all climates. So you'll be able to survive out there in the cold or the heat. So now it says you have successfully evolved Floppy Donkey Ding Dong. And pretty much, of course, you want to make sure you pop all the bubbles and continue infecting the humans. Alright, let's continue. Now I recall playing this game many years ago on the Android when it came out. I think it was in 2014. And this game filled many evenings on my way home, as well as during trips. Now, if you've ever played a game before, like Civilization or Age of Empires, I can consider this a game of strategy. You know, you want to make sure that you not only affect the country as well, but pick your traits carefully. Because I've had playthroughs here where I grew too strong, too fast, and the humans cured me. And yes, you will lose if two things happen. You are cured by humans, or you kill people, but some sort of left alive. And that is very important. You want to make sure that you do it slowly. And right now, too, what I'm doing here is I'm giving time for the virus to evolve. And also, there's another thing too. This game is challenging as well. Is you get symptoms that auto mutate, like a real virus. So we want to make sure that we do not mutate. So let's go ahead and disable cysts, because what ends up happening is you get caught by humans, and there's something building a cure against you. So yes, in fact, in the real world, there are bacteria that have no symptoms, but living creatures, or animals, or humans. You know, think of it as the ultimate virus, and no one knows they're just too late. Look at that. So right now, of course, looking at Greenland there, is now getting infected faster. Now, granted, of course, we're playing at double speed here. If I was playing at normal speed, it's going to be a pretty slow process. Now, by yourself now, it's fine. But for the sake of the video, I'll keep it fast. And now it says here, floppy ducky ding dong, special Russia. This is good. You want to make sure that we keep infecting the world around us. Don't worry, I've had worse names than this. Floppy ducky ding dongs, not the worst I've come up with. And also, as you infect each country, you'll get more bubbles to pop. And that makes the game a little challenging. And also, by the way, too, the gene mods in this game, or to lock them, you do so by winning. And yes, in order to win, you must pretty much eradicate all humankind. Because right now we have 34 DNA points. And what I want to do is very carefully evolve the virus. So see, it says here, medicine in Norway is slowing infection. So rich countries have the ability to prevent your disease from forming. Don't worry, I got plans for him. So right now, let's go to our abilities here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to enable drug resistance. And what that does, it makes your pathogens and your bacteria resistant to antibodies. In other words, it makes it tougher. And also too, let's go to our host planet, our host country. And notice how the red bar is growing faster as it evolves. This is good. So for those of you who played this game before, what are your thoughts on it? Do you think it's a game that would be an amazing franchise to keep evolving? Because I can think of horrible ways to be a virus in this game. As a matter of fact, there's another game called Rebel Incorporated, made by the same team, and that game looks pretty fun as well. And there's also a cure mode, which is another mode in this game which I haven't tried yet. But I think that'd be really cool to see how we would handle curing a virus if it were a real thing. So right now we have 55 infected, 55,000 people infected so far. It's pretty slow. So let's go ahead and crank up a notch. So let's go ahead now into our disease menu here, and we're gonna go ahead transmission. I want my bacteria to live in water and in air. Because think about it too, when you have water and air, we have water and air combined, it's mist. It basically allows you to infect people quicker. Okay, right now we have cysts, and I want to avoid any kind of symptoms evolving right now. I'm going to wait until the very end. And yes, right now, of course, our disease is slow right now to evolve, but that's okay. We'll give it a little more time. Now, when you play this game, you can start anywhere in the world, but of course, depending on where you start, and that has its own challenges. So, for example, if I started in Saudi Arabia, it'd be a little harder to affect Greenland, and vice versa. And all that people coughing is pretty sick. Yes, right now we're getting more bubbles to pop. You know, and by the way, too, the one of the game's gene mods, it allows you to pop the bubbles automatically for you. But this is far more challenging. And right now, of course, this is a very slow infection, which is a good thing. Because last thing happening is you don't want it to grow so fast that the whole world notices. And we're about 500,000, nearly 500,000 so far of the affected people in the world. So what I can do next? I can now go to transmission, or let's see, go to transmission, or even abilities, and we can start adding more resistance to bacteria. And also, we can go ahead and add some more core resistance, and that'll make our virus even stronger. But yes, I mean, all those bubbles, it gets really challenging to get the extra level, to get the extra viruses we need. Yeah, look at that. So right now we're no more infectious to tuberculosis. Oh man, that's a lot. Alright, so we'll keep going, and we'll keep infecting more countries. And we're about 30 minutes into this video, and this is probably the craziest I've done this game so far. In fact, I've had diseases that killed so quickly before you even build a cure. Yes, right now I'm just biding my time and making sure that we infect more countries slowly. And what I want to do, as I planned a way for my virus to destroy the planet, I have ideas, and I won't tell you what they are yet until near the end. What I want to do is I want to make sure I infect the whole world first if I do anything. Okay, so right now I'm sitting here. It's all a waiting game, and of course, there's increased rainfall in humid countries. Okay, so also too, of course, that ticker helps a lot too with information about the world around you. Here we go. Look at that. All those bubbles. And by the way, too, on the bottom right-hand corner on the world, this blue bar here, this indicates how much of a cure the world has found against you. You want to make sure that you don't get cured, or the cure happens too fast. You know, there come a point later in the game where I'm going to slow the sim down and play at real speed. And right now we're almost at 500 million people infected already. But look at all that red. That's a lot of red. And that means too, every country here in the southern hemisphere will be affected as well. And also too, if you're on Xbox or PS or PlayStation, in order to pick those orbs, you flip the left thumbstick, it will lock automatically, then you hit the right trigger. Now of course, also one of the gene mods will help with that as well. There you go, give assists. I'm trying to avoid any symptoms from arriving. Even a simple cough may cause suspicion. Okay, so look at that. So now it says more infectious than a common cold. Oh man. You know, I can't recall the last time I had a bad cold that knocked me out cold. Or flat, rather. I mean, having a cold is one thing, but having a kind of world cold knocks you flat is the worst feeling ever. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll keep playing. And right now we've infected 2.2 billion people in the world been affected by Floppy Ducky Ding Dong. You know, it's pretty important too that we spend time, you know, doing better in this game and just learn how to play. You know, in fact, my wife, you know, played this game and she found great joy in it. So right now you have 89 DNA points, and what I want to do is I want to preserve those points because I have plans for my symptoms of how I want to infect, how I want to infect people as I play. And also in this game, what's great about this game as well is the way the game plays, it can get very unpredictable, and that's what I love about this game. Speaking of being unpredictable, it's kind of ironic right now. I'm playing this game and have a glass of water here, a bottle of water. Cheers. I mean, look at that. You can't be a gamer and be parched. Okay, let's see you watch the screen here. And we're about 18 minutes in. And I want to thank you all for watching this video so far with me. I'm having a great time with this game. And hopefully, after watching this video, you guys might want to play this game yourselves or, you know, share your experience with me. Okay. So right now, we're at 3.9 billion people. Oh, 4 billion people infected already. And we're now at 119 DNA points. And what's ironic too is we are a nasty infection, and we have no symptoms. Now in other games, they're a little harder to do. So you saw that there's normal, there's brutal, and mega brutal. That game get hard as hell after a while. And this trick will not work in harder levels. So right now, of course, we are at 5 billion people now infected in the world. And you got anemia. I'm gonna cut that back. Because I have plans for my disease to become so infectious that it starts killing people slowly or quickly. Yeah, man, just watching this, man, it's like literally watching a doomsday scenario happen in front of your eyes. And also, too, of course, for anyone who does this video, start tripping, This is only for fun, okay? This is only a simulation. This is for fun. Okay, so right now, of course, we're at 6 billion people infected, and right now I'm sitting here watching the watching all the world, all the countries getting infected. Look at that, crazy. And also Colombia is still not fully infected yet. It's totally fine, but everyone else is, except for the African countries. They're still healthy right now. That's okay. We're gonna have fun. And the important thing is we wait. You know, I'm kind of glad I waited as well, because we have plans. I want to make sure that I infect the whole world first before I do anything crazy. Now, this is not a fast game, and even if it were a fast game, I wouldn't rush to this. Because yes, I remember a playthrough last night where I think it was either a virus or I think it was a parasite. And yes, I've already passed the part already. But man, I killed the entire world in seconds. That was crazy fast. And if you guys want to see that, I have that plan as well for playthrough. And speaking of the game too, I really love the soundtrack in this game so far. It sounds pretty eerie too when you hear it, as well as all the other stuff like coughing and even the well, you probably hear it in a minute, but it's pretty eerie. And we have coughing. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that, because again, something as simple as a cough can be investigated by a doctor, and we're going to make sure to get rid of that. You know, also you guys still here watching this video. I thank you. This game is not fast at all, but it's like the fact that it's unpredictable makes replayability even more so. Now on my channel, I've played many games, but I think this one will be one of the few games that I play over and over and over again, finding new ways to infect the world. To think in this game, we evolved in about 5 years. You know, think of it. Viruses in the real world, they evolve in about a few years until they get lethal. But by then, of course, us humans would have found a cure ready for them. So right now, of course, we have 165 points, and we're going to use them carefully. Get Romo's arm. So it says here now says Floppy Donkey Ding Dong needs to evolve to kill. So we've affected most of the world, but we need to add more advanced symptoms to use D&D points. Don't worry, I got plans for that. So I'm just waiting to ensure that the whole world's been affected. And right now, of course, the world population is 7.1 billion people. Actually, it's 8 billion now, but when this game came out, it's about 7 billion. And we need to make sure we get all the healthy people in the world. So, all that matters now is we be patient. We wait. Because what will happen next is once you start the process of evolving, other countries start looking for cures. And we're about 25 minutes in this video. And yeah, this is it's not a fast game, but I'm having a great time playing with you guys. And also this video, win or lose, we had a good time. You know, and also playing with no gene mods makes the game a lot more challenging. Okay, so be patient. So right now we're at 170 DNA points. This is good. We need the points in a few minutes. Yes, right now we're at 7.1 billion, and we're kind of waiting for the rest of the virus to do its thing. And I know you probably seen this video now, and this is so slow and boring. I mean, well, this is a game that wasn't maybe fast. It's a game where you be patient and think and plan it and plan your strategy. Because we're almost there. We're right now, and also too, no one died. No one's dead in the world yet. I don't think we had a disaster yet. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there now, and it should be a ton of fun. Okay, so right now I'm sitting here waiting. Okay, so right now, of course, it says here there are no more healthy people left in the world, which means the less healthy person on the planet will instantly become infected with floppy donkey ding dong. Okay, now it's time to go for the kill. Okay, so I'm going to pause simulation here for a second, and I'm going to my disease menu. Now I want to think how I want to evolve it to be so lethal that it kills quickly. So let's go here to our symptoms list. And I'm sorry, coughing. That's a pretty, most viruses begin with a cough. I mean, any kind of virus does. So next up, we're going to go ahead and evolve to pneumonia. Ooh, that's pretty nasty. I mean, thank God I've never had it before in my life, pneumonia. That's not a good thing to have. It's gross. Next up, we're going to go ahead and go to pulmonary edema. Holy crap. So it says here, potentially fatal heart abnormality. See, causes breakdown of respiratory system. There we go. I'll go for that. And notice how our lethality and severity are now increasing. Let's go ahead now and go to pulmonary fibrosis. Oh man. So basically it's scarring of the lungs, making it hard to breathe. That is insane. Okay, go for that. Now I'm gonna go for diarrhea. Ooh man. Talk about doo-doo brown. Okay, so go for that. Next up, we're going to go ahead and add some total organ failure. Now that's fucked up. Imagine a virus so deadly it kills you like that. Alright, next up here. Ooh. This should be a good one. Dysentery. Let's do it. And speaking of which, do you guys remember the game Oregon Trail from back in the day? You know, the game we travel the country with your family, gathering food and resources for the trip? Well, I do too, and unfortunately, it was all fun and games until everyone died from dysentery. Alright, let's pick a sanity. And I think we're good. Immune suppression, and things. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead now and in-play simulation. And now that now it says here new world disease spreading. So a diagnostic team in Middle East has identified a new disease which has been called floppy donkey ding dong. It is quite severe and must be investigated further. Other countries have also reported the disease. So here we go. So now the killing begins. And see, look at that. Look how fast it kills people. That's insane. You heard that crap, right? That song is eerie as hell. Okay, so now the final cure has begun, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and fight the cure. We're gonna go and slow it down. But look at that. Look at the bottom right there. That bar right there, that is scary. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and go to disease, go to abilities, and we'll go ahead and turn on drug resistance and gene hardening. And this will make it tougher to cure the disease. And the fact that I gave the symptom dysentery, that is terrible, man. Oh, God. And also, to be a sadist, I'm going to go ahead and add genetic reshuffling. So what that does, it will actually make it harder to cure. And look at that, down 20%. But holy crap, look at that, guys. That bar is flying rapidly. I mean, you have hemorrhaging, you have brain damage, you have dysentery. I mean, I'm talking major doo-doo brown here. It says here, Indian anarchy. And I'm sorry I laugh right now, guys, because my wonderful better half is now walked in the room and heard me saying doo-doo brown, and she's giving me this look right now like, what is wrong with this man? Hi, honey. Okay, guys, let's finish up here. So, basically, of course, we've now created the apocalypse. And pretty much, if I add it to the injury, I'm going to go ahead and do one more reshuffle. Because I'm sorry, but my virus, you're dead. No surviving this. And this part of the game for me is watching the whole doomsday scenario. So it says here, the U.S. President of the United States taken ill. It says here, despite access to best medicine, the President of the United States is ill with floppy ducky ding dong. It is uncertain whether the President can remain in power. You know what's fun about this? It's kind of weird playing this game now in 2025. Let me be quiet. Let me keep playing. But of course, yeah, see that bar at the bottom there? We have already infected 6.5 billion already. People are dead already. They died like that. And this is how you become a killer virus. So right now, put the control pad and put it down, and watch the world burn slowly. But yeah, this has been a fun game, guys. I'm having a good time playing this. Oh, let me take that bubble there. And this is one of those games where after you've actually done all this, there's no more people left in the world. There's no reason to do anything more. So all you do now is just watch people die slowly. It doesn't matter now. We created the nastiest bacteria I could think of. So it says here, floppy ducky ding dong gives gene manipulated. It says here, scientists have introduced synthetic gene into floppy ducky ding dong. WHO researchers say that this breakthrough will help cure efforts. The hell do you mean? You're already dead. There's no chance of survival here. So let's go ahead and watch the world burn. Yeah, right now, of course, we're now simple one being dead. And right now I'm sitting here watching the doomsday clock go down. And it says here, floppy ducky ding dong to eradicate humans. Floppy ducky ding dong has destroyed the world despite the world's best efforts. The last few humans lie dying in holes with no chance of survival. Well, hey. I did my job today, and this is what happens. Yeah, look at that, man. Crazy, huh? That was quick and sudden. And there you have it. Virus 1, humans 0. And now it says here, Floppy Ducky Ding Dong has successfully eliminated life on Earth. How cool is that? And I must say, guys, I had a great time playing this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Because, man, this game is fun. It's addictive. And let me tell you right now, you get creative with the viruses. So, in the next playthrough, I plan on being a virus. That should be fun, huh? And this time, I want to involve you. I want to involve the audience this time. I want you guys in the comments of this video, tell me of a name. Tell me of a name that you pick for a virus in the next playthrough, because it's gonna be fun. So, until next time, you guys take care of yourselves. Have an awesome evening, and thanks for watching.